good morning from wherever you're watching us from, be it in SA, be it in Kenya, be it in Uganda, Kampala, anywhere you're watching us from. Karibu sana. This is Safari Ya Mapenzi with your boy Isaac Barek. And yes, we in the last series we got to tackle love and heartbreaks, and of course we had some amazing guests on set. We got to break down the topic on love and heartbreaks. Watu wamevunjwa moyo. Tuliongolea last time actually kuhusu mtu ambaye alikata keki ya miaka 20 ya kutokuwa na ngono. So this is a show which brings you the best of the best that is happening in the space of love and relationships. But our focus, even as a show, is to bring sanity in the space of love and relationships. So stay put, don't touch this dial. We are about to dive into our new discussion on red flags in relationships. What are those red flags that you need to see? So even as you get to watch, feel free to involve us in the comment section. Drop your comments and let us have a discussion. What are some of the red flags that we have in relationships? What is that thing that when you see, you are like, hey, hapa ni kuenda muriferan. So basically, involve us, indulge us in the comment section. But for now, allow me to introduce our guest. He is none other than Levi Matthews. He will be helping us discuss this topic on red flags. Levi, karibu sana kwa show.
Thank you so much.
We are really, really honored. I am really honored to have you on the program. Yes. So for someone who might not know who Levi is, you can introduce yourself.
Okay. Actually, my real names are Levi Ndiwa. Matthews is my artistic name.
Oh, nice.
I do music, so Levi Matthews is my artistic name. I got it when I was in high school. I used to do what we call, I was a chairperson of a development committee, so I used to collect money. So they told me, Levi is Matthew, so a tax collector, so Levi Matthews, so I chose the name.
Oh, nice. I am really, really excited to have you today, and I know you are loaded, ready to offload.
Yeah, sure. I'm ready to offload.
You're ready to upload some content, so I'm really excited. I believe the very first time I heard you talk about love and relationships was when we were just having a chat, and I'm like, yo, this ninja has a lot of detail about relationships and love that needs to be shared.
Yeah, sure, bro.
And I'm really honored to have you again.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So you can give us a bit more detail about your life, where you grew up. What kind of a boy were you back in the days? Yes.
I come from Kitale, that is Trans Nzoia County. I was born in a village, a division called Saboti, a village called Suko. I went through Saboti Primary School. In primary school, I was a class prefect from class 1 to class 8. I went through St. Anthony's Boys High School. I was a prefect too. And in Form 3, I became the school head boy, school captain. Yeah. And university, I went through Kisii University. In university, I did law. I'm a lawyer by profession. That's what I did in school.
No wonder the suit. We are sorry. So you studied law in Kisii University.
Yeah, I studied law in Kisii University.
So let me take you back kidogo. You umekimbia sana. Lawyers like going direct to the point.
Okay.
But back in primary, what kind of a boy were you? Who was your favorite teacher back in primary? Alafu, you can give us how your life was in primary kidogo. What kind of a student were you? Did you love music? Did you love studies? What kind of a boy were you?
In high school, in primary school, I loved music a lot. I grew up singing rumba, zile ngoma za kina Wilo Longomba.
Ebu shikilia. Ebu tuimbie rumba moja.
There's this rumba that ilikuwa inachezaga sana kwa radio. My grandfather used to listen to it's in Congolese. I'll try. Nayebaki suka seko tingamae yangai na mobali nangai pantalo mokaba mama tobalana kosukisa bilobela ngoya bato likwela yanga ina sheri tukalilitama.
Bro, you can sing, yo.
Amazing. Thank you, man.
Are you still single? Ayo tutakuuliza baadaye. Oh, nice. So in primary you loved music.
Yeah, I loved music.
From a very young age.
From a very young
Hey,
age.
you are indulging me at this point. So you used to listen to rumba.
Rumba.
So how was it? How was life like?
I was very shy. I was very shy when I was in primary school. I remember I was very shy. But because I used to perform well in school, I was actually number one from class 1 to class 8. But there was a point in class 6 where there's a girl who really challenged me. I can still remember her name.
Alikuwa anaitwa nani?
Alikuwa anaitwa Brenda. Brenda really challenged me at some point in primary school. But number one was always mine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was always mine. But I was a shy boy. And I really loved mathematics and playing football. I played football a lot and watching movies. Because during those days, there were no DJ Afros. DJ Afros came when I was around class 8 and all that. So I loved movies. My favorite teacher, I was in class 2. My favorite teacher was Madam Kandie. I don't know where she is right now. My favorite teacher in class 2. And then there was another one when I was in class 8. Mr. Charles Masai used to teach me mathematics. I really miss that guy. He used to shout, but 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. He used to shout a lot. Like I think if he was not a teacher, he would have been a preacher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you finished primary, went to high school.
Yeah, I went to.
What was life like in high school?
Aye.
Were you the likes that did you still go to high school a bit composed, shy, or did you get indulged? What kind of a student were you now in high school?
I was still shy in high school. But I was one of those guys when walikuwa naongeanga chini chini. So mwalimu akisema kitu, when it is about lunchtime, we were like, hey, time imeenda sana. You know, I used to talk chini chini. Nikasumbua sana when I was in Form 1 and Form 2. I remember in Form 2, nilikuwa mwanafunzi ambaye amepigwa viboko nyingi sana in school because
Form 2.
Form 2 nilisumbua sana. I was really struggling with I think adolescent. I was really struggling with adolescent, and it was in Form 2 when I realized I could have a girlfriend.
It was in Form 2 that you realized kuna kitu inaitwa mapenzi. Oh, nice. So okay, how did that affect you? Did you not, it can be in a positive way or in a negative way. Did that window open, come with good tidings or bad tidings? Did it or what kind of did it affect who you are as a person? Yes,
it affected who I was as a person that time, and it has actually influenced my life up to now.
Unacheka, tupe uhondo, inaonekana kuna uhondo.
The feeling is good. The feeling of realizing that someone likes you, and especially if you're a man and you realize that a girl likes you and she thinks that you are handsome, it was good. It was good. But the consequence that came with it was unbearable. I was really heartbroken. I was in a boarding school. She was in a day school. She decided to choose a boda guy over me because I could not provide money.
No way.
The issue ya pocket ilianza kitambo.
Wait a minute.
You know, she was in day school. And the boda guy could offer something that I could not. Taking her to school, I could not. I was not available. I was in boarding school.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, I was heartbroken.
So that was your first heartbreak. Yo, Form 2.
Form 2. I still remember her name. I don't want to mention, but
don't mention. You don't have to mention.
Yeah, but she's married now. She's married somewhere. Uko home. She's married, and I'm happy for her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So in Form 2, you fell in love. and were heartbroken still at Form 2. How was it?
A confused Form 2.
Yeah,
I can look back and say that I was confused.
So you finished Form 2. How was it now in Form 3? How did you recover from the heartbreak at a very young age? How old are you at that point?
Probably I was 12.
12.
13 there.
12, 13.
12,
Okay. So you went to Form 3 now.
Yeah. Oh, how I overcame the heartbreak.
Yes, how did you overcome the heartbreak?
Music. I used to listen to heartbreak songs. Music.
Kama gani?
Music. By that time, Diamond was still new in the music industry, and he used to sing a lot of heartbreak songs. I remember there was this song inaitwa Mbagala.
Mbagala. Oh yeah, I remember it. I've heard of it.
Busara na upole nikiwa meridhi kutoka kwa mama yangu mama. Those days.
Bro, you'll make the audience fall in love with you. Imba tu hiyo kidogo. Guzisha tu umeimba.
Pole nikiwa nimerithi kutoka kwa mama yangu mama, vyote kuvijali, ukona bora uniache mimi uolewe.
It's a nice song. Oh my God, and your voice, bro.
Thank you.
So if you're single, watu wangu, hebu tungoje tusikie kama ako single pale mwisho. So you were able to move on from the heartbreak because of music. Oh, music. I didn't know music is very therapeutic to that level, that it can help someone like heal and move on.
Actually, during that phase, I learned a skill. I started writing my own songs and poems. I started writing Swahili poems.
Nice.
During that period.
Wow. So you reached Form 3. Form 4. How was it? Did you fall in love again, or that was the end of love?
No, I did not. It was after Form 4. You know, there's this feeling when you are in high school, you think that you're now you think that after Form 4 you are mature enough to get married. So after Form 4, I really wanted to have a girlfriend and take that relationship to next level. So I thought I would marry that girl after my Form 4. So I dated after Form 4. Then when I joined campus, it did not work because we were still immature and the distance, and she was in a different college and all that. It did not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you joined Campo Kisii University.
Yeah.
How was life like in Kisii University?
First of all, I didn't want to go to Kisii University.
Okay.
I wanted to join KU or Nairobi University. I wanted to do law in Nairobi University or KU. Actually, I had applied for a scholarship. I missed a scholarship by some points. So, my school principal really loved me because I was the head boy. Shout out to Stephen Nabungolo Cosmas, was my principal in St. Anthony's Boys High School. He really wanted me to go outside the country. He wanted me to go to the United States of America.
Wow.
But unfortunately, I missed that scholarship by some points. Yeah.
Oh, that's really sad. Lakini you are here now.
But I'm here. So I think God wanted me to go through Kisii University because the things I learned there are the things that I'm doing now. I told you, I was very shy growing up, but now I can talk. I'm live on TV, by the way. I can talk in front of people. I learned this from Kisii University and part of being the school head boy and in St. Anthony's Boys High School.
Wow. So how was life like in Campo? Were you the typical campus student, or were you just still calm, collected? What are some of the things which you really liked or indulged in?
In high school, I was mostly in the CU. I was mostly in the CU. I loved one ministry in the CU, the creative ministry, because I could do acting, I could do music, I could do spoken word. I really enjoyed being there and serving in the CU. I was in drama, I did music, I joined a band in campus, yeah. And I really enjoyed doing a lot of stuff in campus, playing football.
Oh, nice. So ukamaliza Campo. were you able to fall in love again? Because at this point you are heartbroken. This is like your second heartbreak at this point.
Yes.
During campus, you thought you wanted to marry. I think that normally happens to so many people when they complete high school. At some point, I actually thought I would want to marry young, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
So. Were you open to dating again? How were you still ready to enter into another relationship, or at what point of life are you at right now?
I was open to dating again. I tried dating again when I was in third year.
Okay.
I tried dating. It did not work. It went on and on for a year, and then it did not work. We broke up.
I think this leads us to now the introduction of our topic today,
Yes, yeah.
which is at that point. Let me take you back to your first relationship in Form 2. It ended up in a heartbreak. The other one, pia haikuwak. The other one haikuwak. Yes. So what would the topic is really at what point do you realize it's not working? That is what we are supposed to indulge in today. Red flags, some of the things which would be like an alert or alarm you that this relationship is not headed anywhere. For now, I want us to take a short break, but we will be back to now break down the topic on some of the red alerts or red flags, as many people call them, as far as relationships are concerned. So don't touch this dial. Stay put. We'll be back in a moment.
Viewers, my name is Fedha Nyambura Maora and welcome to the newest show here at CMTV, Health Talk KE. I'll be your host and I'll be informing you, educating you, and as well engaging you in conversations concerning your health. Join me every Thursday here at CMTV from 5 p.m. all the way to 6 p.m. You can as well follow us on all our social media platforms at CMTV Kenya on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you then.
Welcome back to Safari Ya Mapenzi with me, Isaac Perek. And yes, we are diving into the conversation on what are some of the red alerts that we have as far as relationships are concerned. And of course, on set, I have the wonderful guest and singer, he is none other than Levi Matthews. He is on set. So Levi, what are some of those red flags that we had mentioned that we are supposed to talk about today?
First of all, for those who don't know, or for those of us who have known for a while, red flags are signs that something or someone is not good for you. So red flags are signs. We can also say symptoms. Signs that someone is not good for you or something is not good for you. Yes.
So those are what red flags are.
Yeah, that is
that
the
when
definition.
you see someone is not good for you, this will
There's a sign that they are not good for you. The sign.
The sign that someone is not good for you as far as relationship is concerned. And precisely as far as a love relationship is concerned. So what are these red flags? What are some of these red flags that we tend to ignore? Because most of the time utapata mrembo amefall in love. Kwanza, you know, there's a song which says when a woman loves.
They love for sure.
They love for real. They love with all their hearts. So sometimes you'll just find a lady who has loved a gentleman. And most of the time, I don't know why it's normally the gentlemen who don't love back. I don't know why. But in your case, it was a bit different. But normally, some of the cases I've interacted with, you'll find the lady loves, but the gentleman doesn't really love as much. There's a friend, hey, anijui, hata jua ni yeye naongelea leo. There's a friend who happened to be loved by so many ladies. So many ladies fell in love with him. So kulikuwa na ule wa kulipa rent, kulikuwa na, yeah, I was like, yikes, this is too much. There was a lady who had actually a mini supermarket.
Okay.
And the gentleman would go pick things from the supermarket. Na akose kulipa, atoke tu hivyo. Kwa sababu ya mapenzi.
Okay.
So, and the lady did not realize that at some point, this gentleman will actually walk out. And it happened, the gentleman walked out and did a mega wedding.
Whoa.
While the lady was still waiting to be proposed to. She never saw the ring, she never saw anything.
That guy is a corner.
So where did she miss it? Where do people miss it as far as relationships are concerned? Umedate, unapenda mtu ile yenye ni kama mapenzi imekufanya ukue kipofu.
But you're missing the red flags.
You're missing the red flags. What are those alerts that someone should see before you decide to commit to someone, before you decide to pay for someone, for a gentleman a rent, and tell them to come for shopping and refill their gas and pay their bills in this brutal economy? I'm really sorry. So before you do all that, what are those things that you should check to really find out, is this gentleman really loving me? Does this lady really love me? What are those things that someone should check? What are those red flags? What are those red alerts?
One of the signs that is a red flag to me,
Yes.
I believe it's a red flag, is when someone says, I love you too soon. When someone starts love bombing you.
Oh,
in
wow.
the beginning of the relationship. They
Number
say,
one.
Yeah, number one. They say they love you too soon. That is a red flag. Because you don't even know me. How can you love me? You don't even know me. How can you love me? Approximately, it is believed, a research shows that approximately men fall in love after a month.
Men fall in love after a month.
And women fall in love after 3 months. So anything earlier than that is saying I love you too soon. And that is a red flag to me. And before you accept, when someone tells you, I love you, don't just be quick to tell them, I love you too. No. Ask them what they mean by what they say.
Ouch.
Because someone might say, I love you, but what they mean is that they want to spend a night with you. But another person might say, I love you, and they want to spend the rest of their lives with you. So it is different. Before you sign a contract, before you accept and say that I love you, you should check the contract of the other person, the contract of love, and confirm if the terms and conditions there are favorable for you.
Sorry for that technical hitch, but we are back. So Levi Matthews, tumemaliza na we were at the point of
I was explaining love bombing.
Love bombing. Yes.
Yeah.
This is point number 2, red flag.
No. Love bombing is point number 1. Love saying love too soon and love bombing, they are one at the same point.
Okay.
So I was saying that when someone is saying I love you too soon and they are love bombing you, they're introducing you to their parents very fast before you even know each other, it shows that this person is actually empty.
Yes.
He or she is looking for love in the wrong place. He or she needs love first for him or herself first.
Yes.
Before coming out to look for love. So it shows how insecure they are, how empty they are, how I don't know how to put it, but it shows how empty they are. They don't have love for themselves. So they need to learn to love themselves first. They need to learn to be independent. You don't become fully independent because every human being need another human being to survive.
Correct.
Yeah.
So love bombing is another red alert.
Yes, sir.
If someone tells you I love you too early,
Too soon. Yeah.
too early,
Yeah.
kuna tatizo.
Yeah, actually, I will tell men. If you tell a girl that you love them too soon, it is very unattractive. It is a secret.
Ouch! Oh my! Yeah. You have helped someone.
Yeah, then she knows that she got you.
So if you go ahead to tell someone that you love them too early,
Too early.
it's not. I let
Yeah,
shangwe.
it's very unattractive.
Wow. Okay, so what is the other red flag that someone should actually check out?
There's one that I actually learned recently. The term is the one that I learned recently, but it has occurred to me.
Okay.
There's a term there's a term in psychology we call the halo effect. The halo effect.
The halo effect.
This is where people, where someone looks at you and sees one good quality, then he or she assumes that you have other good qualities. For example, someone looks at you and he sees you have a good job, then he assumes that you are very orderly. When someone looks at you and he sees that you went through this high school, he thinks that because you went through this high school, you are bright. Or because you went through this high school, or because you are doing a certain kind of a job, you are very hardworking. So they assume based on one quality. So they make an assumption over they think that they know you in detail because of one character or one personality. When someone assumes that because you are just a Christian, then you have all these things set. Yeah. The halo effect.
The halo effect.
Yeah.
Ati kwa sababu niko CMTV niko na mapesa mingi sasa.
True.
I can be able to take you on vacay the way you want.
It has actually happened to me.
I get you.
Someone realized that I'm a lawyer and I also do music. See, I told you I'm a music manager. So, and she thought I had a lot of money.
Hey bro, la kwanza mtu akiona hiyo suti na hiyo saa.
You see, when you're dressed too well and people look at you, you have a very nice suit, they think that you have a lot of money and you're very responsible. It is called the halo effect.
But bro, you look like money. Hata kama mimi siwezi amini au. So it happens. It happens to people, and that should be a red flag.
When you realize that you're just making most of the time, when you realize that you're just assuming things because you've seen one good quality in a person,
yes,
that is a red flag. You need to know that person in detail. You need to learn.
Take your time.
Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. The halo effect.
The halo effect.
Yes.
Another red flag. Is there any other red flag that?
Yeah, there are so many.
There are so many.
There are so many.
Okay.
Another one is we call it gaslighting. Gaslighting. It's basically manipulation.
Ebu tulia. Nyi watu mnajua, are you taking notes? You guys need to take notes. I can see some comments coming in. Allow me to read a few comments. Chep Nyoris is saying, around life. I'm happy to see my friend Levi on the lead.
That guy is from where I come from.
Nice.
LD.
That is Chep Nyoris.
He's a good friend of mine.
Nice. And then we have Mal anasema inaonekana boy child akona nyota ya mapenzi. Anyways, loving the show as always. Thank you, Mal. And then we have Untamed Kiyama, the boy child. What a name. Leviticus amepiga luku. Go, Levi Matthews. So keep the comments coming. If you're learning something as far as the show is concerned, I will be answering some questions which streamed back last week. There are a few questions which came in. So if you have a question on red alerts, make sure you take some notes. Leo tunasoma in depth, in detail, what red flags are. So you are talking about
gaslighting.
What is gaslighting?
This is when someone makes you doubt your own decisions, your own emotions through manipulation.
Wow.
For example, someone might do something to you. Then when you react about that thing, they actually focus on the reaction more than what they did.
Wow.
They focus more on the reaction than what they did. For example, you called someone, they did not pick your call. You confront them, you ask them, why did you not pick my call? Then they tell you that you are overreacting. They are manipulating you. This is a tactic that a narcissist, I know I don't like using that term, but a narcissist uses to turn the situation. You know, a narcissist, the person doing the manipulation is the offender.
Yes.
And you are the victim.
But always plays the victim.
But now that person is turning the situation to be the victim and you are the offender. So they manipulate you. So they gaslight you.
Thank you for mentioning about narcissism and narcissists. So why is it that many people make it seem like men are mostly the narcissist? Is the name narcissist referring to men who are manipulative, or is it like an open word for both ladies and gentlemen?
Anybody can be very manipulative, including even your parents can be very manipulative. Yeah. Anybody can be very manipulative, even a kid. I've read a book by Robert Greene, The Human Nature. Robert Greene says that all of us are narcissists. It's only that our percentages are different. There's a dark side of a human being. That's what Robert Greene says. There's a dark side of a human being.
Yeah.
So all of us, we came from the same origin. So we came from Adam. All of us are narcissists to some extent. So anybody can be a narcissist.
Anybody.
Yeah, anybody can be a narcissist.
So we have talked about gaslighting as another red flag, where someone tries to make it seem like you are always the villain. You are in a relationship, but when you are victimized, they make you feel like you are the villain.
They'll make you doubt yourself. You'll doubt your decision. You'll doubt your emotions. You'll doubt so many things about yourself.
So is there any other red flag?
There are so many, but I'll just mention a few.
There's another
one.
Back to back.
There's another one. I call it sanctimony or moral superiority.
Sanctimony.
Moral superiority.
Moral superiority. Oh my God, leo tunajifunza English.
Sanctimony or moral superiority.
What is that?
A religious person, a person who believes he's morally superior than any other person.
Oh my.
Yeah, you know, all of us have weaknesses.
Yes.
So when someone thinks that he's morally superior than other people, it is a red flag. You see, he thinks he's perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is.
Wow.
Nobody is. Everybody has a dark side. And if this person thinks that he is morally superior, what do you think will happen to you when you fail? They'll not forgive you because that is what they think. They think everybody should be like them. It's a red flag.
Wow.
It is.
You can add one more. Yes. You should add one more. I hope you guys are learning. I hope you guys are learning new words, new vocabulary. Add one more. Nasikia.
Two more.
I can see so many comments coming in. There's Gilbert. Gilbert is saying, and CMTV got a new follower, courtesy of Levi Matthews.
That's my friend. My best friend. We grew up together. We went through the same primary school and the same campus. And
nice.
We used to live together in college.
Oh, nice.
He's getting married in December.
Thank you, Gilbert, and congratulations even as you get to wed. And Tamed anasema, ambia Levi, Kamayai amemsalimia. He is the best lawyer in the country. Oh, nice.
A young entrepreneur. Kamayai is a very young entrepreneur. We called him Kamayai because he used to sell mayai to us in college.
Oh.
He's a very creative boy.
And then Joy is saying, hizo terms, ish, mimi niambiwe kama ako single. Oh my. Hiyo tutajibu at the very end. And then Untamed comes back to say, ame echo some of the words that you are giving us. So keep the comments coming. If you're learning a new vocabulary today, write it down. Umelearn kuna gaslighting, kuna hiyo ingine umesema gani?
Halo effect.
The halo effect.
The love
and now we have love bombing. Let's see which other new vocabulary we are learning as far as red flags are concerned. Whoa, I'm learning so much.
Okay, I'll mention one that doesn't have a very big vocabulary, but it's very important.
Please.
I'll mention two.
Yes,
allow me to mention
two. Yes.
Unkindness. Most of the time we really underrate kindness in a relationship. When someone is unkind to you, they'll be unkind to you in that relationship. And when time gets tough, you might like a person because of how good they are, how presentable they are. hardworking they are. But if they are not kind, if they are unkind, when tough days come, when tough situations come, you don't want to be with unkind person in a relationship. You don't want. Because maybe you are married and you have kids and you're supposed to pay school fees and all that. An unkind person will not help you pay school fees, will not help you pay rent. They will even beat you. Kindness is underrated. If you want to know someone is kind, observe how they interact with their friends, how they treat that get, how they treat that cook in that school. If you're working in the same institution, if you're working, you are in church together, watch. Don't just be fooled with how holy they seem to appear in church and all that.
But Levi, people can hide. People know how to pretend. They know how to play a game so well, so that by the time you're realizing you are in bed with them and you are married with 3 kids.
They can pretend if you've already shown them that you are interested in them. But they cannot pretend when you've not told them or you've not shown them that you are interested in them. It is good when you observe them from a distance. You see how they interact with their friends and all that. So don't show them that you like them, because they can pretend when they are with you. Someone can be very kind to you but very unkind to other people. So you need to not to tell them in the beginning, observe them from a distance. Learn. Be friends with them. Learn. Interact with them. Go with them places. Date them in the public. Don't date them in privately only. Date them in the public. See how they interact with people in the public.
Wow. That's the other red flag.
The other one is what we call the context effect.
The context effect. I think we'll take a commercial break and come and discuss the context effect. Today we have learned so much, so many vocabularies. I'll be reading some more comments and we'll be answering some few questions that we got last week as far as sex was concerned. But for now, we go on a commercial break. Don't touch this down. We'll be back. Current statistics show that 17% of marriages end in divorce. Moreover, the present generation does not believe in true love. Is love still worth believing in, or is it a scam? Join me in the ultimate show about love and commitment as we discuss the do's and don'ts before you step into marriage. Prepare to be captivated with heartfelt moments and real stories in the premiere of our new show, Safari Ya Mapenzi, with me, Isaac Barak, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. here on CMTV. Welcome back to Safari Ya Mapenzi, a beautiful song there. So allow me to read the comments just in a few. Mal anasema boy child ako na nyota ya mapenzi. Anyways, loving the show. Untamed anasema Levi amepiga luku. Gilbert anasema CMTV got a new follower. Thank you so much. And then Untamed comes back, says someone has said hi to you again. Anaitoka Mayai. Alafu Joy anasema hizo terms. Tuambiwe kama uko single. Hii lazima utuambie as we wrap up the show. MC Glenn anatuambia kwamba ako hapa, ako live. Thank you so much. So let's dive in. There is a red flag that we were digesting.
The context effect.
Context effect.
Research shows that if you meet a person in a wedding or after watching a romantic movie, you're likely to think that person is your life partner.
Oh my God, the context effect.
So that
you
is
sit
the
down, you watch a romantic movie. After the movie, you meet someone. You might probably think you are falling in love.
You might likely think that that person is your life partner.
Ouch.
That is so dangerous.
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, or maybe you are in a wedding committee, you are in a wedding and all that, and you meet a person.
Na mimi MC Barak mwenye nakwanga na MC maharusi mingi.
You're even attending a wedding this Saturday.
Oh my God. Okay.
Watch out, bro. You might think that you found a life partner.
Na ni uongo, ni facade. Context effect.
Context effect.
The next other red flag.
Unavailability.
Unavailability.
Unavailability. I learned this from someone called Matthew, you say. He's my role model. I've been learning a lot from him. He says that when someone too busy for a relationship is not an invitation for you to prove them wrong.
Okay.
It is a chance for you to walk away knowing that this thing is not going anywhere. It is a dead end.
Wow.
It's better for you to work on yourself, build yourself, and then after some point, you realize you don't even need these people.
Wow.
Just work on yourself. So when someone is too busy for a relationship, everybody is busy. Everybody is busy.
Yes.
But people create time for things they value. So if this person is too busy not to create time for you, it means he or she doesn't value you. People create time for things they value.
Wow.
You've created time for this show. You value this show.
Amazing.
How come someone is too busy for you?
So if someone loves you, they should create time for you.
They should create time for you.
Let's wrap up with the last one.
Disloyalty.
Disloyalty.
Observe how this person behaves. The friendship he or she has. Go back and ask friends how she's been relating with how this person has been relating with their friends, and you will find out about their loyalty. How loyal are they? Are they? Have they been with friends for a number of years? That can show how loyal they are. If someone doesn't have friends from the past and they just have new friends all the time, it might show that this person is actually not loyal.
Ouch.
And then loyalty can also be addressed in a different way. This person can be disloyal by the fact that he or she is still talking to their ex and flirting with them. That is disloyalty. If you realize they are doing that behind your back, it's disloyalty.
It's a red flag.
It's a red flag.
Oh my, today we were discussing on red flags. Allow me to read just a few comments even before we wrap up. MC Glenn is saying, I am really loving this conversation this morning. By the way, Levi, wewe ni lawyer wa mapenzi nini? Bro, unafaa kutujibu hiyo swali. Alafu there is Wiki is saying, Malwe, congrats. Bro, show iko fiti. So thank you so much. Keep the comments coming. I want us to answer.
There's one thing I want to say. The reason why people don't see red flags, we have two reasons why people don't see red flags.
Two reasons why people don't see
familiarity.
Yes.
You are used to this thing. You grew up with parents who were narcissistic, they were toxic. You could not see the red flags. It is your familiar. You are used to seeing these things.
Yes.
You think it is normal. It is normal for you. Then another one is what we call the sinking cost fallacy.
Wait a minute. The sinking cost fallacy.
You talked about someone who was dating a number of ladies, and these ladies had invested in this guy. The sinking cost fallacy states that when you invest so much in a relationship, it becomes so hard for you to walk away. Even if that relationship is bad, even if that investment is bad, you will not walk away because you've invested so much.
We have like 2 minutes to wrap up. I know my director, Nanipeleka Mbio, but allow us to answer this question. There is a lady who asked the question last week. We are addressing that question on the boyfriend wants that they have sex to prove that he loves her. And amwonyeshe anampenda as a girl. Amwonyeshe anampenda by having sex with her. What's your take on that in a minute?
That is a lie. That guy doesn't love her. He wants to have sex with her. Love is not just about physical intimacy. It's about emotional intimacy. It is something. It is all encompassing. Let me say, love is a decision. So you decide to love someone. You don't want. You don't need to have sex with someone so that person can prove that he or she loves you. No, no, no.
Awesome. Awesome. I think I will just allow you to just say hi to your fans and to some of the people who are watching, even before we wrap up.
I shout out to my parents. Thank you for bringing me up. Thank you for giving me education. Hiyo ndio muhimu sana. My father is called Titus Cheptangat, and my mom is called Caroline. Shout out to my siblings, Marion, Susan, Abel, and Kelly. Shout out to all my friends, and shout out to where I work, Dow Music. That's where I work. And shout out to members of staff at Canopy. And I really missed you guys.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. It has been an honor. Oh my God, we have learned so much. I have to bring you back on the show.
Thank you.
We have to bring you back on the show, and thank you so much. So for everyone who has watched today's episode on Red Flags, I believe you've gotten to learn so much. And of course, the repeat will be happening tonight on Signet channel number 27. So make sure if you need to watch it, tune in and ask all the questions that you would or can ask. Feel free to interact with us on our social media platforms at CMTV_Kenya. That is on Facebook, CMTV_Kenya, on IG, on TikTok, and on any other platform if you want to ask any of the questions. Of course, our number is on your screen. You can feel free to also text us if you have more questions, and if you want someone to be involved in the show, if you want to come in as a guest also, feel free. Come on, try to share love story yako. Come and let us know your love story. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I have been your host, Isaac Perek. It's Africa Top MC. See you next time here on Safari Ya Mapenzi. Current statistics show that 17% of marriages end in divorce. Moreover, the present generation does not believe in true love. Is love still worth believing in, or is it a scam? Join me in the ultimate show about love and commitment as we discuss the do's and don'ts before you step into marriage. Prepare to be captivated with heartfelt moments and real stories in the premiere of our new show, Safari Ya Mapenzi, with me, Isaac Perek, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. here on CMTV.